Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I got a good one for you guys. A little DIY. We'll see how good it is, but anybody that owns an 05, 09 Mustang, maybe other generations too, I'm not sure. Maybe they have the same problem, maybe they don't, but I have a really bad problem with underhood temperature, right? So there's a couple reasons that it's a bad thing to have too much heat under your hood. One, obviously, is performance. You know, everybody knows that more heat is actually bad. That's why they make cold air intakes. That's why they make all these different things that are coolers, right? Now, my DIY idea is only going to cost about 10 bucks, right? And the theory of what I'm going to do involves aluminum foil and one of these here grill toppers. Okay. It's a little bit late tonight, so tomorrow when the sun's out, we'll give this a shot and we'll see how it works, and I will show you what I'm talking about and how it's supposed to save some money. So I'm gonna wrap some stuff up and we're gonna see how it works. Okay. This ain't really no scientific way of doing things of what I'm gonna do. So it's more of a buy feel kind of thing. So anybody that's got a Mustang or any vehicle for that matter that has issues, you know, you can spend a lot of money. You can get, you know, you can get exhaust wraps, you can get heat shields, you can get all these different things. So basically what I'm going to be doing is going to be making my own heat shield from products that you can buy just about anywhere. Okay. It's relatively cheap, may not be the best, but it is budget friendly. So anybody looking to kind of lower the temperatures of your car and kind of make things last a little bit longer, this is probably a good idea to try. So yeah, so hang it tight. For me, it'll be another probably 8-9 hours. For you guys, it'll be a matter of seconds. So hang in there, guys. And all right, guys, here we go. It's the next day, and I fabricated, engineered, whatever you want to call it, my heat shields. Okay. Booyah. Look at that. Just something there to kind of, you know, keep a lot of the heat from the headers from coming up into the engine bay as much as possible. By no means is it perfect. I mean, there's still a lot of area down in there that a lot of that heat can come up in here and soak into the intake, the manifold. I mean, all these little black parts, you know, I mean, black absorbs a lot of heat. You know, you got all the fluids that are up in here that a lot of that heat will get into and just absolutely destroy over time. I mean, that's what heat does. It's destructive. As you can see, my intake, my air intake, my quote-unquote cold air intake rather, has been removed. Well, as I was putting the heat shields in there, the reason I was putting the heat shields in there to begin with is I noticed my air intake temperatures were a little high. Well, I thought maybe that was the problem. I didn't really give it a quick look over. Well, they were mainly high because my intake was not actually seated in there, and as you can tell, this is not tightened up. I didn't loosen that up to take this off. I never tightened it back up. This is a cheap eBay style, you know, cold air intake that I bought back when I first got the car, and now it is giving me problems. Go figure, right? So this intake is just an aluminum tube that I wrapped with some carbon fiber wrap. manifold intake manifold. Good Lord, I can't talk. With the header wrap, the DEI header wrap, and it worked for a while. But like I said, heat is destructive. So this plastic piece here, over time, has been heated and cooled and heated and cooled, and it's made it very, very rigid. It's not very, it's not as supple as these other hoses and stuff and all the rubber parts. So now this was sitting in there barely like this, and you can see the gap. Well, I went to go try to reinsert this and it fell off, and now I'm having a problem with this hose attaching to this little elbow. So now I'm sitting here in the parking lot trying to fix it. Quick fix, and well, I learned my lesson. So I am going to be looking for a cold air intake, a true cold air intake. I don't have the shroud that goes around the filter to keep all the cold air in, all the hot air from getting to the filter and it pulling just straight hot air into the intake. So this is where the filter sits. There's some things I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to engineer something to bring a lot of air from down in there up in here. And there's some holes in here in the wheel well that I'm gonna try to work with, and try to bring some cold air in. So, but there you have it, guys. Let me show you what I did for my heat shields. Now, you can go to Walmart and buy your heat shields for 10 bucks, right? And they are customizable. You can mold them, cut them, however you want. So this right here, grill toppers, okay? I got the cheap ones. There's like $4 for a pack of 3. So go, that's what they look like. Boom. They're very very moldable, you know what I mean? Like, so there's that. Don't mind the dirty car, guys. And I got some Reynolds Wrap heavy duty aluminum foil, and basically all I did was take those grill toppers and I wrapped a couple layers of aluminum foil around them, okay? And I basically, flipped. You guys don't want to see my my ugly mug that much, but basically I took the grill toppers, wrapped them in aluminum foil, and folded them half, gave them a little bit of gap right here. And then of course, you know, they're not completely directly sitting on top of the headers, but there's a little bit of a gap. Gave it kind of a tent, like, you know, kind of like you're baking something, right? And wrapped the aluminum foil around it and set it down in there. And there's a nice little space that it kind of wedges in there between, on this side, between all the AC condense lines and whatnot. And I do recommend doing this when the engine is not hot, because if you touch those parts down there, you will burn yourself, okay? But after I drove for a little bit, I drove with one side, and my air intake temperatures did go down a little bit, and they don't climb as fast as if they did when I didn't have it on there. But I'm about to do a complete test. I'm about to drive for probably about an hour straight driving, and I will update you guys later on how well so yeah, so we'll figure it out. I gotta get back to this and get this air intake taken care of. I gotta get it kind of figure some things out. All right, guys, and so hang in there and stay tuned. You guys might get a little bit of information that maybe you don't get nowhere else. I don't know, because I've never seen anybody do that with the heat shields. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. There's some other areas I want to put the heat shield in there and see if it controls the temperatures. Like I said, none of this is scientific, but it seems to work so far. So hang in there, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.